At the same time, inflation has been coming down with some speed. That's one of the reasons for Jan downgrading his recession probability. Okay, so inflation is down 2/3 from its peak. That is leading to real wage gains. Wages beating prices. That supports disposable income, and that supports consumer spending, which is 70% of the economy. So I like the momentum we have.
Of course, the biggest problem of all with this U.S. economy right now is that although wages have slipped a little bit above inflation in the last month, for 22 of the last 24 months, wages are behind the rate of inflation. And what that means, Sandra, is that the average family today is about $5,000 poorer today than they were when Joe Biden came into office.
The inflation big picture telling a much different story, though. Take a look. Overall inflation is up nearly 16% from January 2021 when Biden took office to last month. Grocery prices also up nearly 20%.
So I think it's an inaccurate narrative to declare that somehow Bidenomics isn't working or that it's not favorably received by people when you drill down into what it actually is.
Oof, problematic new polling numbers out this morning for President Biden. The CNN poll finds his approval rating sinking to just 39%. Another big issue, the economy. 58% say Biden's policies have made economic conditions worse.
And then just take a look at the mood of the country right now. 30% of Americans in this poll say things are going well today, Sarah. 7 in 10 Americans say they're going badly.
Voters, including Democrats, say they are concerned about President Biden's age. In fact, 49% say it is their biggest concern about Biden as a presidential candidate. Why do you think they feel that way?
Well, John, look, I haven't seen the details of this poll, but I think that at the end of the day, Americans are going to look at performance in office. And President Biden has had one of the most productive 3-4 years in office than any presidents in recent history, including an amazing set of legislative accomplishments.
Prices are up 16%. Since Joe Biden took office. For food, they're up 19%. For used car prices, up 30%. Electricity prices, up 23%.
The price of school supplies has risen almost 24% over the last 2 years.
A survey by Lending Club found 61% of adults reported barely making ends meet in July. That's up from 59% compared to the same month last year. That's a lot of people, 61%. A government report also shows that Americans were spending more to eat out at restaurants, go to live shows, as well as on things like toys, clothes, even prescription drugs. Year over year, ordering a dish that included beef and veal up nearly 11% in July. Drinking beer at a bar or restaurant was nearly 4% more pricier than last month compared to July of last year. And the price of clothing and footwear up by more than 2.4% in July year over year, while clothing for children jumped 5.4%.
We asked voters who were concerned about President Biden's age why they were concerned. They say it might negatively affect his ability to serve another term, his mental and physical competence, understanding of the next generation's concerns. People are clearly seeing age as an issue here. Are you saying it's no issue at all?
Well, I don't think it should be an issue, age itself. I think what should be an issue is results and performance. And when it comes to results and performance, President Biden has a spectacular record.
If you go back and look to when President Biden first took office, real wages are actually down about 3%. And that means that not only are people's spending power not back to where they were 30 months ago, they actually lost money. And that might be one reason Americans give President Biden low marks on the economy. In the new Wall Street Journal poll, it shows 63% of people say the economy is not so good or poor.